Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we are talking about the Philadelphia Eagles conditioning test each player has to pass before they can practice for training camp on July 25th. We also got to talk about soon-to-be free agent wide receiver Denzel Mims. Should the Eagles bring him in for competition at wide receiver 3? We also touch on Kelee Ringo, because the Eagles could really be looking at him as a safety in 2023. The competition at safety could even be bigger. And last but not least, our division rival is having trouble. Two players unhappy about their contract.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we got a lot to get into, but before we do that, can I ask y'all a favor? Help your boy out and hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and ding the bell, join notification gang so you don't miss any episodes or the live stream as the season gets crazy. Let's get into it. I want to start with the wide receiver position because it's quick. Denzel Mims, soon to be free agent. The Eagles had interest in 2020. Philly Mike wanted him, but I'm good on that. Yes, competition for Oz and Quez is cool, but Denzel Mims, not better than Quez Watkins or Alameda Zaccheaus. Plus, this dude is scared of Philly. He literally said he was scared of Philly. I'm good on Denzel Mims. Maybe he can resurrect his career somewhere else. I don't care at this point. Just because you're drafted in the first or second round don't mean you're going to be good. We see now with Jalen Reagor and now Denzel Mims. I'm good on that. We got practice squad guys, Charleston Rambo, right? We got other wide receivers we could look at as competition. I'm good on Denzel Mims. Let me know your thoughts on Denzel Mims in the comment section. Now, let's hear from Big Play Slay, who dropped the episode on the volume, and he talked about the training camp preparation, and he made the conditioning test sound more intense than I ever thought it was.
First thing you got to get your mind ready for, not even the practice, not nothing. You got to get that mind ready for that condition test, because they go find out if you've been conditioning and in the shape to be practicing. So how it goes, if you don't pass the condition test, you don't practice. So that's already there. So you got to have your mind ready for.
He said you got to get your mind ready for the conditioning test, and if you don't pass, you don't practice. He goes on to say what he does to get ready for it. But he says, man, if you don't pass, you don't practice. And they make you do it again the next day. And again, before they start to now bring in some fines. He also talked about you got to come into camp the exact weight you're supposed to be. And again, it's a business, it's a job. You got to do what you got to do. And most of these athletes know how to pass a conditioning test. They're the best of the best of the world. The world, Craig. So I don't fear any Eagle player failing. We heard Nick Sirianni said, stay out of the media, check, and get in the best shape of your life. And we've seen time and time again, Quez, Kenny G, Lane Johnson, Darius A, Kelee Ringo, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. We've seen so many workout videos. And even though a video ain't being putting up, these guys are working. These guys are dogs. They're coming off a Super Bowl loss. The motivation is there. So the conditioning test, though, does seem, I never thought it was so intense that Big Play Slay, a 10-year vet, said you got to get your mind right for it. But again, maybe it's a bang, bang, boom. He also talked about because of the conditioning test is so legit, he don't like to practice hard the very next day because that's how people get hurt, pull hamstrings, this, that, and the third. But training camp is coming, and Slay said it's going to be so much fun. This is the time you get to see who your team is, and I totally agree. I think we have joint practices with the Colts, and I want to say the Dolphins. Let me know in the comment section if I'm right or wrong. Or it might be the Colts and the Jets. Let me know in the comment section, Eagle Nation. Y'all do a great job on keeping up with everything going on. But he talked about joint practices too. Gets chippy. It gets real. And he does say Nick Sirianni does a good job making us work hard when we need to, but letting us recover when we need to. But again, Denzel Mims, I am good on that. Let's move over to Joe Castro, who said he has an inside source. He said he's being told the Eagles have very high hopes for Kelee Ringo. A position switch is something both sides are open to, and no one wants this to be a redshirt year. Expect Kelee Ringo to find a role in his defense. Hey, Joe said somebody's told him. He does have connections. We've seen him down at the draft in, I want to say, I forgot what the draft was this year, but he was down there, right? I've been saying that for a while now, right? He's saying he's being told it, but I've been saying that his size, speed, body frame, athleticism could really translate into play and safety. Maybe he will be a future corner for the Eagles. Maybe the kid's talented enough to play both. At the end of the day, if you drop him to the safety room, now you got even more competition, and you are going to get 2 safeties, maybe 3 safeties, because we do play a lot of big nickel, so there will be 3 safety packages. But you can rest assured that if you drop Kelee Ringo, who's been working, as all of them been working, if you drop Kelee Ringo into this safety group, maybe he wins, maybe he don't, but iron sharpen iron. But look how he's getting in and out of his breaks. Again, 6'2", 6'3", 207, 2010, around there. You seen how jacked he look compared to Budda Baker? He's moving very fluently. Them hips are not stiff. Things that were being reported, change of direction needs to work on. And I did see that on the film. So film speaks more than cone drills. He's very physical, very aggressive, and sometimes that hurts him at the cornerback position, but it probably won't at safety. I'm just saying. We saw Avonte Maddox play safety one year and corner. Is he better at corner? Yes, but he played good at safety. Maybe this kid is talented enough to do both. The Eagles look like they want to get him on the field, according to Joe Castro. Go give him a follow on YouTube. Philly, the podcast. You type that in the search bar, you can find him. But Kelee Ringo, Philly dog. And he did DM me for a shirt. And I'm going to give him a Philly dog hat and a Philly dog shirt for free. It's Kelee Ringo. But I need him to come on the show. We're going to try to get Kelee Ringo on Goat Talk. Make sure you get your Philly dog hats. The link will be in the description, and you can find it in the pin comment section. Top comment. This is what the shirts look like. This is what the hats look like. Not with the shininess. Kelly green, dog color, midnight green, dog color. But the logo looks like that. You can get it in a bunch of different colors. Kelly green as well. Link in the description and pin in the comment section. Before we get out of here, Adam Schefter had some bad news for the Cowboy fans, and they don't want the Eagles to talk about it. But it was okay for them to talk about the Eagles when we were supposedly losing everybody. Oh, the Eagles' downfall. They can't sign all the free agents. Cowboy fans were talking about it, making videos about it, tweeting about it, and now we got to be quiet. Listen to this. So, Cowboys 6-time All-Pro guard and team captain Zach Martin is considering not reporting to training camp due to his unhappiness with his contract and the team's lack of interest in restructuring it. Per sources, Martin believes he is woefully underpaid relative to the market. Martin is scheduled to make about $7 million less this season than the NFL's top paid guards, and Zach Martin is probably the best guard in football. Landon Dickerson, young pup, top 3 Landon Dickerson. He's getting up there. But Zach Martin is one of the best guards, if not the best guard in football. But there's other things. Des Bryant shared his, I guess, phone calls, text messages, and or maybe Des got a podcast because everybody got a podcast nowadays. But he said that cornerback Trayvon Diggs is not happy with what the Cowboys are offering in regards to new contract. So Cowboys have been open to working on contract extensions for CeeDee Lamb, Trayvon Diggs, and Terrence Steele. Jerry Jones has discussed restructuring Dak Prescott's contract, and now Dallas has one more contractual issue prior to camp. Zach Martin unhappy. The big ones is Diggs and Martin. As the Eagles go in, nice and easy, y'all go in with some turmoil. But continue to talk about Super Bowl 57. Continue to say whatever you got to say. You got to get your own ducks in the orders. The reason I can talk about y'all is because my Philly dogs, our Philadelphia Eagles, are smiling going into camp. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. Drop the muscle emoji because we Philly strong. If you got nothing else to say, I expect to see one of these. Psych, I'm just kidding. But I do appreciate it. And if you do got something to say, let me know your thoughts because I love hearing from you. But you can still spice it up with a muscle emoji, Philly strong. And check out the YouTube shorts. We got the Nolan Smith one up there and a couple that I showed y'all yesterday. Dallas Goedert saying this, Devontae Smith, Kelee Ringo, Nakobe Dean, Hader, Debo saying. But look, we just got YouTube shorts. We've been putting them out for a while now. Different ones. A lot of them are open. So even though they're a week or two old, the storyline pertains to the 2023 season. So if you didn't see it, there's still stuff in here that you could get. Some of the stuff we talk here on the podcast about, but some we don't. Josh Sweat literally was a tight end. You can see the hands. That's why he picked off Dak Prescott. Just a couple different things. You got a bunch here. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.